Deep learning got really, really good around 2017 or 18. And that's when machines began to do something very similar to dreaming. Something very similar to imagining and being creative. So it makes me think a lot about, how much of the creative process is an algorithm. This robot will complete entire paintings with no input from me, just based on what I've trained it to do. And some of them are quite dramatic and beautiful. Like I think that one there is completely machine done. But can I show them the painting you did when you were really young? So Corinne did a drawing, and then the robot finished her drawing up like this. And this is when you were around 3 or 4. I'll show you where the code is for where you're going to be putting the images, that the kids are going to be tracing right in here.
I'm a neurologist, right? So I deal with kids with spinal cord injuries or kids with neuromuscular diseases that are very creative but simply don't have the strength to paint. Like, is there a way we could use the robot to help with painting? We named him Spikelangelo because in the EEG world we talk about spikes, spiking waves, and so we were trying to come up with a name that was related to neurology.
I'm learning about all these special needs, like for example, these patients which are being put on these strict regimens and have to do stuff constantly.
Okay, now he's gonna watch you get your medicine, okay?
I've learned through my experience here that choice is really important for them because when they're doing art therapy, that's the only time they have choice.
The conversation we had early on was about the colors. We're like, we want the rainbow for the kids. And he's like, yeah, the rainbow's kind of hard to work with. Like, that color doesn't really go well with that color. And I remember I said, Pindar, like, some kids put peaches in ranch dressing. Like, they don't care if they go together. That's just what they want to do.
That's
So
exactly what you said.
That's what we're gonna do. Juan, my man. Yeah. You ready?
Hey, Juan, how you doing?
This is Pindar. Pindar is the guy who, designed the robot to do all the stuff that you're going to do with him.
What people most like is they like to pick color by numbers, and you pick the color, and then you just trace with your fingers, and the robot's going to do everything you tell it to do. It's going to paint along with you.
Okay. Sound good? Questions? Go for it. Do whatever you want. And I think for the kids, it's fun, you can only do so much occupational therapy before it gets kind of boring. So, what else can we do to make it interesting for them? So it's doing everything he does. Anything he doesn't fill in himself, the robot sees what hasn't been painted and then fills in those spots and paints it in a similar way that he does.
The robot is basically doing an autocomplete. The same way Google's AI autocompletes our search terms, this robot is going to take Juan strokes and autocomplete his self-portrait.
You put your initials on
it. Hey, no one signed it yet.
Oh.
Just take the darkest paint and just put 2 letters.
If you want to. You don't have to.
If you want.
Whatever you want to.
Oh, there it is. What do you think?
You happy with it?
Well, thanks for working with us today.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Look at you. You already know where you're going, man.
It's not yet to your signature, but it'll get there.
The guy that did this is very, very smart. Got a lot in his brain.
Behind you.
He's got a lot in his brain.
You see why it's going to paint all day long? It takes him a while. He's not as fast as you.
It's gonna look so awesome when it's done.
Of all the artistic things I do in all my art projects, this is the most relaxing of them because there's no expectations. The kids always love it. There's never any complaints.
This is a big accomplishment for you.
Yeah. Just painting the number 3 up there.
Up at the top?
Yeah.
Oh, there's your initial.
Mine is us.
Awesome.
Are you ready? Are you sure?
Whoa. I did not expect it to look like this. I like it.
You did a pretty good job, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Well, show them that awesome work that you did.
Okay.
Good work. And so after all these days, you know, in the hospital, and having to be treated and things you couldn't do because of, you know, whatever you're here for, to be able to do those things, see a finished product, accomplish things, I think that's really cool for them.
That's super, super, super duper cool.
I'm looking forward to what we don't know. Like for a kid to like start doing something like I didn't even think of doing that, and that could be a you know become a program in and of itself.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really fun.
What does it feel like?
I feel like I'm a rock star.